Where should we start it?
Shake the box.
Shake the box. Okay, all right, good. This isn't on the floor, is it? My name's Lou Bellamy. I'm artistic director and founder of Penumbra Theater. Well, yeah, we're just going to do it from where Dennis starts. We began Penumbra in 1976. I was hired by Hallie Q. Brown Community Center, who administers this building that we're in. They had gotten a CETA grant, and I think it was for $150,000. And they hired me to implement the grant. With that $150,000, I hired 20 actors, 4 or 5 technicians. There were about 25 people hired on it, and we began doing plays. It would be fun if you could hire a whole company for $150,000 today, but that isn't the case.
Well, if you ever
Penumbra is the largest and most esteemed African-American theater company in the country. I've just been an admirer of what he has accomplished in a very small space, very much rooted in the community.
That's it. You all are having more fun than you could ever have. Yeah.
He has a vision as a director, and he's honed his craft so well that he's able to call out in people really, really strong performances.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
A director has to, it's like a jeweler. You have to set a stone and set it in the right way so that when the light catches it, it's pretty striking.
You got props, you got your coat and everything?
Yeah, you got the coat
okay,
ready.
all right.
Okay,
Lou's direction often has that. What he does is that he loads his plays and his productions with things from the culture that are really, really small, but add up, they accrete into something really profound.
Penumbra is primarily known for having a loving yet critical voice that happens inside of the community. Out of this room, this 260-seat house, I mean, there have been Pulitzer Prizes generated here, all sorts of awards, Obies, you name it. I mean, people, our alumni are changing the world of theater in the United States and abroad. So this little room reaches farther than one might expect.
Bye, 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 bayu olingumayu.
Penumbra Theater is celebrating its 35th anniversary, having produced work in this particular room for 35 years. I think that's a good thing for this community. Stability, something to be proud of, is important. I grew up in this area where everything good that bubbles up from it is somehow skimmed off and taken away. So I'm proud that Penumbra has grown up here, had its national and international reach from this place, and is still accessible to the people about whom we create the art and who it's for. That's important to me. Coming from an acting experience to a directing experience, I understand what makes actors move. I know the signs when the back of their legs are starting to hurt and they're losing concentration because they're getting tired. I know how to introduce new material to them and schedule time in a rehearsal process so that they have time to make that theirs before I pile on more.
The company uses ensemble productions, that is, the members of the acting company in a show at Penumbra work together like a band, all gigging together and all of them taking turns to solo, but working harmoniously to create something that's much bigger than the sum of their individual parts.
Because we're doing ensemble work, that demands a different kind of participation between actor and director. There's a more egalitarian mix there. You know, when you're sitting at the piano and you tell him to call and see if he's down there, turn up there sooner so you can get ready. When you're doing work in a room that is as small as ours, any sort of artifice is immediately detectable by an audience. Any sort of untruth, they see through it. I mean, you're trained as a person, as an individual, to tell when someone's lying, to look for shifty eyes and all that sort of stuff. So this room demands a kind of truth that many acting areas do not. For me, in the kind of work I'm trying to do, everyone is important. The community is important. The audience is important. They all put that together themselves on stage. Acting is unique in that it is difficult to take something on stage. You really can't take focus. I mean, you could turn around when everyone else is facing down stage, you could scratch your butt, or you could do something so out of the ordinary that you get focus. But that's a difficult thing to do. When you get focus, when you're treated with a kind of authority on stage, it's because other actors have allowed you to do that. They've played a subordinate role so that you can play a superior role. In a 260-seat house, you don't have stars. What we do have, though, is a group of people who care so much about this community, that experience, that they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring that truth to the stage.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.